The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Zekthor's translator crackled to life. The reptilian diplomat from Draxa Prime towered over the assembled representatives, his scaled chest puffed with arrogance. The humans propose sending children to the Frontier Academy? Zekthor's voice dripped with contempt. Their young are weak, fragile things. They take years to mature, unlike our spawn who hunt within weeks of hatching. In the human delegation section, 12-year-old Jasmine sat perfectly still, her jaw clenched. Her assignment as a junior cultural ambassador was supposed to be an honor, a chance to show humanity's commitment to the galaxy's youth programs. Now this oversized lizard was making her entire species sound pathetic. Harry, her 16-year-old brother and senior delegate, placed a warning hand on her shoulder. "Don't," he whispered. "Protocol." But Jasmine had already begun to smile, the kind of smile that made her teachers back on Earth nervous. Zekthor continued his tirade. Human children are so delicate that they require constant supervision. They cannot survive temperature variations. They need processed food and cannot hunt. Ambassador Zekthor, Jasmine interrupted, rising from her seat. The chamber's attention snapped to the small human girl in her crisp blue uniform. "May I address the council?" The chair being a gaseous entity from the nebula reach pulsed with curiosity. "The human child wishes to speak? This is irregular." "Let her speak," came a melodious voice from the Sylvari representative, a plant-based species known for their wisdom. "I am curious what the weak one has to say." Jasmine stepped into the central speaking sphere, ignoring Harry's frantic signals to sit down. She tapped her wrist device and a hologram appeared, a small, stocky creature with black and white markings. "This," Jasmine announced, "is a honey badger." Confused murmurs rippled through the chamber. Zekthor's translator struggled with the unfamiliar Earth term. "It weighs approximately 12 kilograms, Jasmine continued, her voice steady and clear. "It lives on Earth, our homeworld. And it has been documented fighting lions, attacking water buffaloes 50 times its size, raiding beehives despite being stung thousands of times, and eating cobras whose venom could kill an elephant." The hologram showed footage of a honey badger relentlessly pursuing its prey, ignoring injuries that would incapacitate most creatures. "The honey badger," Jasmine said, turning to face Zekthor directly, "doesn't care that it's smaller. It doesn't care that its prey is venomous, larger, or stronger. It doesn't quit, ever." She paused, letting the images speak for themselves. "Ambassador, you mistake our extended childhood for weakness. You see vulnerability where you should see potential." Harry had given up trying to stop her. A slight smile played at his lips now. His sister was doing what humans did best, proving everyone wrong. Zekthor's scales flushed purple with irritation. "A primitive animal's behavior proves nothing about human children. Your species coddles its young, keeps them from any real danger." "Really?" Jasmine's eyebrow arched. "Harry, when did you get your first scar?" Harry stood reluctantly. 7 years old. Fell out of a tree I was told not to climb. Broke my arm in 2 places. And you climbed another tree 2 weeks after the cast came off, Jasmine added. She turned back to the council. "Human children climb, explore, take risks. We encourage it. Yes, we protect them, but we also let them fail, let them hurt, let them learn. Our extended childhood isn't a weakness. It's training." She advanced her hologram to show human children engaging in various activities. Rock climbing, martial arts, competitive sports, wilderness survival courses. We send our children into simulated danger so they can handle real danger later. We teach them to fall so they learn to get back up. Every human child is trained from birth in the art of persistence. Her voice grew stronger. "You call us weak because we take years to mature? We call it preparation. By the time a human reaches adulthood, they've had thousands of failures, survived countless small disasters, and learned that surrender is not an option." The Sylvari representative leaned forward, their leaves rustling with interest. "The child speaks with wisdom beyond her years." "No," Jasmine corrected gently. "I speak with exactly the wisdom my years have given me. I've been preparing for this moment my whole life, even if I didn't know it." She looked directly at Zekthor. "You want to know why humans should send children to the Frontier Academy? Because we're the species that sends 12-year-olds to negotiate with alien civilizations. Because we're the species that names its young after flowers, and then teaches them to fight like honey badgers." Zekthor stood abruptly. "This is absurd. A child's speech changes nothing. Then accept my challenge, Jasmine said calmly. The chamber erupted in chaos. Harry's face went pale. Jasmine, no. The Frontier Academy entrance protocol allows for a trial by demonstration. Jasmine continued, speaking over the noise. I challenge Ambassador Zekthor to a survival scenario in the Academy's neutral environment. If I fail, humanity withdraws its application. If I succeed, as she smiled that dangerous smile again, then you never question human weakness again. The chair being pulsed rapidly, the gaseous equivalent of shocked laughter. This is unprecedented. Ambassador Zekthor, do you accept? The Draxan diplomat was trapped. Refusing would make him look cowardly. His scales flushed darker. Fine. The hatchling will learn her place. 3 hours later, in the Academy's environmental simulator, Zekthor stumbled through the exit, his pride shattered. Inside, Jasmine had navigated hostile terrain, improvised tools from raw materials, avoided predators, and secured food and water, all while he struggled with challenges his instinct-driven mind couldn't adapt to. Harry met her at the exit, equal parts proud and exasperated. You just started an interstellar incident. Jasmine grinned, dirty and exhausted but triumphant. No, I started a legend. Welcome to humanity, Ambassador Zekthor. We're the species that doesn't quit. The honey badger doesn't care, and neither do humans.